I definitely stopped the series pretty quickly because it was really overwhelming to have something else to do in my life. Um, I can't really remember what my goals were. I'm gonna guess that they were related to um, adding in movement, which I'm still doing pretty consistently. That's probably like my easiest habit that I have kept. I've been going to the gym 3 days a week and trying to walk every day, if not 5 days a week. Um, I decided to take on reading as a hobby, which was something that I used to enjoy when I was younger, which has been going really well. I think I've read like 12 books this year. So that has definitely helped with my screen time, which was a major issue for me. I was pushing like 7 hours a day. So now it's at like 3 or 4, which is way better than where I was at. Um, for a little bit there, my health and energy were amazing, and I was feeling like a completely normal person without a chronic illness. And then over the past few months, I have had my energy and mood and everything reduce a lot. So, through investigating, I found that my iron and ferritin are not doing well. So, that is something that I am addressing now, and I'm hoping in a few months that I can bring them up to really good levels and go back to where I was at. But yeah, it's definitely been interesting trying to keep habits and change. And there's a lot of discomfort and things you have to face when you're trying to change. I have been doing a lot of trying to retrain my brain and consciously change my thoughts, um, which is a big topic that I'm investigating in self help books and things like that. So I might put some recommendations in the box below for some of the books that really did something for me. I also have been going to therapy because I was diagnosed with autism and ADHD last year, which I haven't really spoken about on anything because the more that I read and acknowledge the situation, the more that I realize that I have a lot of internalized ableism and I guess like shame and discomfort around the fact that I have autism, and it's definitely triggering something in me, and I am holding on to this masked persona that I have created that isn't autistic, and I'm feeling very triggered and uncomfortable with the idea of letting it go and embracing the fact that I have autism and ADHD. So that's definitely something that I've been going through that has affected my mood and just acknowledging how hard everything is does just make you tired in general. So yeah, that's what's been going on. And yeah, healing and changing and improving your health is such a challenging thing because it's literally you addressing these deep, heavily imprinted habits and wounds and mental processes that you have gone through for so long that have got you to the health that you're at and how bad you feel. So you definitely have to attack them and fix them up. So it's a heavy load, and when people work with a naturopath, it's sort of you start in like, oh, I'll just take some herbs and feel better, but you do have to do some heavy work, whether that's alone or with a therapist or whatever. But it can hurt. It can be uncomfortable. It can definitely trigger some things that you don't feel like addressing. So it's definitely a transformative thing that you can do, but it's very much sensitive and uncomfortable. So that's where I'm at the moment. I'm really happy with the habit that I've built of working out at the gym. I'm really loving strength training, and I'm interested in this year addressing the hypermobility that I also have, which all my POTS girls know about. Um, yeah, addressing my hypermobility in with a physiotherapist and work to really stabilize and support my joints so that I can age well and hopefully make it through without some arthritis or something awful. Um, yeah, and hopefully get my iron back to where it was. I feel like everyone can always improve their diet. So that's definitely on my radar as well. And now that it's getting colder, supporting the other things that happen when you have POTS, which is getting really numb hands and feet and just getting really tired from trying to keep yourself warm. So I'm, yeah, interested in addressing the seasonal changes as well. But I definitely feel run down and not interested in changing my health or doing all this stuff. And that often happens that you get burnt out and tired from trying so hard, basically. But yeah, so there's plenty of stuff to work with, and yeah, healing is not linear in any way, shape, or form. And I literally felt amazing for 4 months, and now I feel awful. So, so it's totally normal, and I'll get back there. And hopefully, each time that I drop back down, it's a level above where I was at, and I can get to a point of normality that is actually amazing compared to where I am now, and everything can be great. That would be great. Yeah, something that I have been trying to do um, as someone with a business and two children. I have very limited time to do all of those things well. So currently trying to habit stack and do things that I can do more than one thing at once, which is bad for productivity, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So I'm currently watching my mentoring and folding my washing that I have procrastinated folding. This will, after today, I will have a third load that I haven't folded yet, which is very sad but normal. um, so I've done all my media posting for the day, and I also went to the doctor this morning, so that was half my workday. And I still need to eat, do some client work, and yeah, still lots to do, and then pick my kids up later. But I am trying to, this is kind of a boring video, but I'm trying to practice doing things not perfect, doing things so that they're done. They don't have to be great. Just put it out there and see what happens. And just try and see what happens. And yes, for anything, I have a lot of internalized perfectionism that I'm trying to get rid of slash breakthrough. So this is my slightly boring video, but I'm doing it. So yeah, this is my next on my to-do list. And then I will do some more watch my mentoring videos. I've been doing my mentoring for 4 months, but it is a lot of training, self paced, and that's not something I'm very good at. So I'm trying to fit it in to my work day because I'm not going to watch it if I'm not working. So getting some things done right now. Okay, I have nothing for lunch that I've pre-made, so I'm just gonna literally put on. This is my favorite. I don't feel like cooking food hack. Is this red lentil pasta? So good. It's got so much fiber and protein in it. And then I've just been using the Coles brand, like plant-based pesto. And then I'll just put some like tomatoes and maybe a bit of zucchini in that. And my cupboards are totally bare. I need to go grocery shopping this afternoon. But yeah, it's so easy to get really overwhelmed and like functionally just losing your ability to see the way through even just any single day. And when you have kids and switching from task to task, it's really challenging for the mental load that you carry. So it's really easy to just switch into survival and panic gear. Um, and I just feel like that's something that I've always defaulted to, and I'm really trying to not let that be my baseline anymore and accept that I can actually handle things, and I have in the past because otherwise I wouldn't be here functioning as an adult. And have, but yeah, sometimes just the act of feeding yourself or cleaning up your space feels impossible. So doing these growing and changing tasks like trying to be healthier or trying to grow your business or trying to regulate your nervous system or anything like that, they feel so hard and unattainable when you're flat out getting dressed in the morning. So I definitely sympathize and am trying to be more gentle on myself in this time period of my life, but I would rather go through it in with the mindset of feeling better and getting through and changing these mindset patterns and coming out more leveled and less reactive and hurt than looking back at 10 years because I quit and it was too hard and still being the same person. So I am grateful that I'm going through this now and have support and have the ability to get support financially and in my own life with the people in my life. So obviously, that is not something that everyone has. And so I'm very grateful that that is something that I can rely on. But yeah, I do need to let myself rest and forgive myself more when I don't get these ridiculous to do lists done. Um, and I'm hoping that improving my iron will help me to get back to where I was at, because right now I just feel like I'm lolling around trying to make everything stay okay. Um, and I don't see an avenue in which I can grow in this way. So I'm really hoping that I can address this and feel better. But yeah, some things that I'm doing to regulate are taking time away from my family when my kids overwhelm me and just go sit down and go read my book and trust that I can come back if I let myself have a moment. Also acupuncture. I'm loving acupuncture. I've been going once a month for quite a while now, and I have seen so much benefit in my stress response. And we're addressing a lot of different things. So I can see little improvements, but my body is definitely fighting back to basically any change that is trying to be implemented. Um, and I am trying to go into nature more. It is so hard when you just get so mentally attached to all the things that you have to do in a day. So that is definitely something I need to do more. I love walking, so I need to make that a priority. But yeah, I am struggling a lot with um my blood sugar as well, which between meals, like right now, I'm feeling like nauseous and super weak and super exhausted. So, working on balanced meals before I need them is something that I failed to do today, but I have been making a priority too. And yeah, actually cooking lunch instead of just eating snacks um, is super important as well. But yeah, I think that's all that I wanted to cover at this point in time. I'm definitely going to make another one soon and not make it this big thing that I don't want to even film and address and just put something up. But yeah, I do definitely get fatigued from just having so much content to post because I'm constantly doing TikTok and Instagram and YouTube shorts, and it gets old. There's so many things to say and so much to address. So, yeah, this is more just me trying to validate that addressing and trying to heal from a chronic illness actually sucks sometimes. But yeah, trying to see it as a journey and not something that you have to magically wake up better and never go back. So, yeah, there's lots of hills to climb still.